Hey everyone, today's video is about when he asks you to be his fake date to make someone leave him alone. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And let's get going. You stroll through the corridors of UA High, minding your own business, when suddenly a familiar voice calls out to you.
Mayan, hey, over here.
You turn to see Bakugou Katsuki striding towards you, his usual scowl in place. Despite the brashness of his approach, there was a hint of urgency in his crimson eyes.
What do you want, Katsuki?
You ask, trying to keep your tone neutral.
I really need your help with something,
he says, crossing his arms over his chest. You? You needing help?
Oh my god, is the world ending?
Well, anyway, what kind of help? You raise an eyebrow, intrigued.
Stop being like this, okay? Anyway, there's this girl in our class who won't leave me alone.
He explains, his voice singing with irritation.
So, I really need to make her realize that maybe I'm with someone so that she will leave me alone, you know?
You can't help but feel a twinge of surprise at his request. Bakugou, asking for this kind of help, is practically unheard of. But then again, this is Bakugou you're talking about. Prideful, stubborn Bakugou.
So, what do you want me to do?
You ask, trying to keep the skepticism out of your voice.
I need you to be my fake date, you know?
He says bluntly, his gaze never wavering. You blink, taken aback by his straightforwardness.
Your fake date? Yeah, just for a little while.
He clarifies, a hint of reluctance in his tone.
I figure if she sees me with someone, she'll get the message.
You can't help but feel a pang of jealousy at the thought of Bakugou with someone else. But even though you were going to pretend to be a date with him, it was just a favor, nothing more, so you quickly push the feeling aside. And why me? You ask, trying to sound casual. He shrugs, a faint blush dusting his cheeks.
Well, to be honest, you're the only one I can tolerate for more than 5 minutes.
You can't help but smirk at that. Gee, thanks, Katsuki. He rolls his eyes.
So, are you in or what?
You pause for a moment, weighing your options. On one hand, you would love the chance to spend more time with Bakugou, even if it's just pretending to be his date. On the other hand, you don't exactly relish the idea of being used as a pawn in his game of pretend. But ultimately, your feelings for Bakugou went out, and you find yourself nodding. Because you, anyway, will never be able to reject an offer from him. It comes once in a while. Actually, once in 2 years, if you can say that. So why would you do that even?
Fine, I'll do it. But you owe me big time, got it?
He doesn't, and you knew that very well. It was like doing a favor to you. He grins, a rare sight that sends your heart racing.
Deal then.
And with that, the two of you set off to put Bakugou's plan into action. The day of the fake date arrives, and you find yourself standing outside the school gates, waiting nervously for Bakugou to arrive. Despite your earlier bravado, you can't help but feel a bit self-conscious about the whole situation. But then, you see him striding towards you, looking as confident and cocky as ever, and your nerves melt away. He flashes you a smirk, and suddenly, you feel like you can take on the world.
Ready to make some heads turn?
He asks, offering you his arm. You take it with a hesitation, a thrill coursing through you at the contact. Lead the way, Katsuki. And with that, the two of you set off, heads held high and shoulders squared, ready to face whatever challenges may come your way. As you walk through the crowded halls of UA High School, you can feel the eyes of your classmates on you, whispering and pointing at you as you pass by. But you ignore them, only focusing on the warmth of Bakugou's arm
You're doing great, Wayan.
He murmurs, his voice surprisingly gentle. You glance up at him, surprised by the tenderness in his tone. Thanks, Katsuki. He smirks down at you, his eyes sparkling with mischief.
Just remember, this is all parts of the plan. Don't be getting any funny ideas.
You roll your eyes, but can't help but feel a swell of affection for the fury hero at your side. I wouldn't dream of it, Katsuki. And as the day goes on, you find yourself growing closer and closer with Bakugou, laughing and joking like old friends. And by the time the final bell rings, you can't help but feel a pang of disappointment. But as you part ways with Bakugou, promising to meet him up again tomorrow, you can't help but feel a glimmer of hope that maybe this fake date might turn into something real. The next day at UA High School, you can't shake the lingering excitement from yesterday's fake date with Bakugou. Despite knowing it was just a pretend, the connection you felt with him was undeniable. As you make your way to class, you can't help but steal glances at him from across the room, wondering if he feels the same way as you. Bakugou catches your eye and gives you a subtle nod, a small smirk playing at the corners of his lips. Your heart skips a beat, and you quickly look away, trying to compose yourself. Throughout the day, you find yourself getting distracted, unable to focus on your lessons, as thoughts of Bakugou swirl through your mind. You wonder if he's thinking about you too, or if yesterday was just another one of his schemes. But when lunchtime rolls around, Bakugou seeks you out, a determined look in his eyes.
Wayan, we need to talk,
he says, his voice low and serious. You nod, feeling a flutter of nerves in your stomach. What's up? He leads you to a quiet corner of the cafeteria, away from prying eyes and curious ears. Once you're alone, he takes a deep breath.
Well, I know yesterday was just pretend, but I can't shake the feeling that maybe it wasn't entirely fake.
Your heart leaps into your throat at his words, hope blossoming within you like wildfire. Bakugou. He reaches out, gently taking your hand in his.
I know I'm not great with words, but I like you more than I should.
I like you too, Bakugou. You confess, your voice barely above a whisper. A grin spreads across his face.
Good, because I don't want yesterday to be the end of us. I want to see where this goes, for real.
I'd like that too, Katsuki. And with that, the two of you seal your newfound relationship with a kiss. Thanks for listening. Hope you like this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And goodbye.